Hey guys, happy Sunday. It's Charles and Z. We're heading to Costco, and we wanted to talk to you today about it being December and everybody gearing up for the holidays. And we're going to talk about what we're looking forward to, what we're dreading about the holidays coming up, and share some stories about our holidays. And before we get into that, if you haven't already, please make sure and subscribe to our channel. That helps us keep creating, and that would be great. And remember, you can always unsubscribe later if you decide that you want to. So
No,
it's important to remember you're not locked in.
No.
Anywho, so right now we're going to Costco, which we do every Sunday. That's how we get time away to make our videos. And we're talking about we're going to pick up some Christmas presents while we're there, because we're going to drive up and visit my mom, who lives about an hour away from us. We're going to visit her next weekend, and we do like a little pre-Christmas, early Christmas celebration with them and our kids.
It's very cute.
Yeah, we do that every year. This town that they live in, all of the people get out and they dress up like old-timey characters. Was that what you'd say? Like out of books?
Yeah, like out of the Dickens. Yeah, it's cute. It's cute. And they have like trees, kind of throughout the walkway, and you have little cute shops. So it's something to do. It's fun. It's
second week of December, so it kind of gets you in the mood for Christmas.
Correct.
And so that's what we're doing right now. And this year we decided for Christmas we're not going to go anywhere.
Did we go anywhere last year?
No, we didn't.
No.
But last year we just had our baby. So our youngest is 20 months, and he was born in March of last year. So he was still a little guy. He was like 9 months old.
Yeah. But let me get into it though. So let's start off on the bad note, what you're not looking for, and end with the good note of what you're looking for, or looking towards with the holiday.
Okay.
So tell me, what are you dreading, or what are you not looking forward to with this upcoming holiday?
Okay. So I have kind of a love-hate relationship with this, the kids being out of school.
Okay.
I'm work from home, so during the day when the kids are there, and now granted we have childcare, we have an au pair who takes care of the kids, and she'll do little things with them. She'll take them to the park, and she'll do things like that. But it's hard to get away from the kids when they're home and when I'm working from home, because they know I'm there, and so they'll be banging on my door, and they're, even if we have like play dates going on, something distracting them, if we have like friends over for them to play with, it's going to be loud, and so I feel like during the last 2 weeks of the year, I really don't get as much done as I do the rest of the year. Sometimes I almost wonder, should I just take vacation completely the last 2 weeks of the year? And so again, it's a love-hate relationship, because I like seeing the kids, but at the same time, the kids make it hard to get done the things that I need to get done to be productive. So it's love-hate, and I'm always going back and forth on that.
Can I make a comment in regards to that? I think you need to set boundaries. I think you love kiddos, and we talked about it before. I think, acts of kindness and service is like your love language, what makes you feel good, but it's also to your detriment at times. And so I think you don't always create the boundaries you should, in order for you to complete work, or sometimes for your own mental sanity, and allocating, right? We're privileged enough where we do have built-in childcare. And sometimes I think, with our current childcare provider, you have to allocate. You have to tell her or give her a schedule, or let her know what needs to be done or what should not be done, in order to have proper execution.
Yeah, I was going to say on that note, our childcare with our au pair is it's kind of directed childcare is the best way to put it. So it's not like we're sending the kid to the grandparents and they're going to go do whatever they want to do for the day. That's not the case. With our au pair, she's great, but she does what we tell her to do with the kids. And if she runs out of things that she's been told to do with the kids, then the kids a lot of the time end up just sitting around, and it's not really that good, because it kind of reverts back to the kids banging on your office door. That kind of stuff.
Side note, for example, Thanksgiving was 2-3 weeks ago now, and I knew, well, our childcare provider was going to be watching the kids in the morning while we prepped for the Thanksgiving meal. And I knew if the kids were home with her, they were just going to revert to asking us questions and doing things, because she doesn't have that dominant personality, I guess you can say. And so I came up with a plan of, hey, take the kiddos to the park, get them out the house, let them run out some energy, and that way we can focus on getting the house ready, getting the meal ready for Thanksgiving. So I think it's those kind of actions that need to be taken in order to get tasks completed. And this relates back to you with the holidays and the kids being out. I know it's difficult, and yes, you're gonna come in and help with certain things because you are at home, but I think maybe creating a schedule, if you both help to create a schedule for her while they're off, like Monday, go to park, afternoon, play date with such and such, or, Wednesday, coming up with a plan, I think will help you have a little bit more time or proper expectation of what your day looks like. I think that could be helpful. But that's just a side note.
Agree. And sometimes I feel like when we talk about this subject, it sounds like we don't like doing things with our kids, and that's absolutely not true. We love doing things with our kids. We have times that we do things with our kids, and what we're talking about is how do we make it so that there's time when we're not doing things with our kids.
I disagree, right? Because me being a YouTube consumer myself, watching other moms and parents, I think anyone who has children gets it, right? You love your kids, but there's also a balance if you're working full time of having time to do work and also time for yourself, right? To kind of fill your own cup, right? And so I don't think we come off with not loving our kids. I think we love our kids endlessly, right? I don't think anyone...
I didn't say not loving, I said not wanting to spend time with our kids.
Yeah, but I think spending time is a part of loving your child, right? So I feel like the two are kind of, come together in that regards. But yeah, so for me, what am I not looking forward to? I think I'm in the depths of it. I work outside the house, right? I'm a primary care physician. And I feel like towards the end of the year, everyone's met their deductible and...
Or they're trying to.
And everyone's rushing in, right? And great number-wise, production. It's great as far as, from a financial standpoint. But my inbox is crazy, right? Everyone wants to get every lab done and have every answer. And there's only so many hours in a day, right, for me. And only so many hours that I will allot to work because I have a husband, I have kiddos, I need time for myself. And so I'm feeling a little bit of that fourth quarter burnout, I think, right? And I'm really looking forward, well, I'm not going to get to it yet, but yes, I think that's my struggle right now. I'm in the midst of it now, of trying to stay on top of everything, still be empathetic and not too drained, but I am feeling it. I feel like, yes, I'm feeling it. So I'm trying to do little things where I maintain my sanity, but it's just so hard. A lot of days now I'm bringing work home. Last night I stayed up to almost midnight, answering questions, going through labs.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday night, a day that I don't work, but I'm doing work. So I'm just feeling a little bit burnt out. So that's what I don't like about this current season. Yeah, it's work for me. Otherwise, love the holidays.
I was going to say, why don't we start talking about what we're looking forward to?
Okay, I'll let you lead with that one. What are you looking forward to with the holidays?
Yeah, so let me talk about the things that make me happy in life right now, which kind of which kind of goes into the holidays. Our little guy, our baby, he's not really a baby anymore. He's 20 months.
How old's my baby?
But he is expressive. He has like a dozen words now. He has such a great personality. He's inquisitive. He directs you to do things.
Yes,
he does. He jokes with you. He plays games with you. Watching him discover life is one of the most rewarding things. And going into the holidays, like, him playing with the tree. He loves Christmas lights. Loves Christmas lights. And just watching him discover and appreciate the holidays and the things around the holidays is amazing to me. And I just, so having our little guy helps me to appreciate the holidays and the really good things about the holidays. So I'm looking forward to the holidays because I get to see things through our little guy's lens, if you will. And then also our older kids who are 8 and 7. They're looking forward to the holidays too. We're doing Elf on the Shelf with them right now. They love the elf. Every morning they get up and they run out of their rooms and they look around to find the elf. It's the very first thing they want to do every morning. They write notes to the elf. It's really, really cool. So
we'll have to insert a picture of our.
Yeah, we have two elves. We have two elves. We have a Z elf and a Charles elf.
Yes. Tuck and Miss Blueberry are their names.
Yeah.
And we'll insert a picture of what the elves did last night.
Correct.
Right? Labubu's. That's all I'm gonna say. Labubu's.
So I'm looking forward to the holidays because I get to experience them through the kids. And like Z mentioned, we're not really going anywhere this year. Just because I feel like we have so much going on, and it's kind of hard to travel with the kids. 8, 7, and 20 months. We could throw them into a Sprinter van and go to some place on a spontaneous winter vacation.
Yeah.
And I threaten that we should do that, from time to time. But in actuality, it's really difficult traveling with our kids right now at their ages. The 8 and 7-year-old, not so much, but little baby man, he's definitely a chore to take places.
It's a lot, right? For any kind of toddler of that age, it's a lot to sit in a car seat for an extended period of time. But since we're still focusing on what we're looking forward to, let me piggyback off of that. Did you finish what you were looking forward to?
Yeah, I could be done.
Okay. And so I didn't think you were going to say that, but yes, I really am enjoying watching our youngest enjoy the holidays. Last year, he didn't know what was going on, right? He was too young. And our older kids, they enjoy it, but they've been aware of the holidays right before. And if you don't know, our older children are my bonus babies, right? I met them when they were 2 and 3. So I didn't get to go through this kind of 1-year-old, 20-month, almost 2-year-old phase with them with the holidays, right? And when I met them, we were just dating. I didn't live in the household as of yet. And so seeing our youngest, look at the lights and love finding the elves and, waving to the elves and, it just makes me feel so warm inside, because if you don't know me, I love Christmas. I told Charles when I met him, that's it for me. Make the holidays for me. And I think last year you were a little stressed. We were having some child care issues, finding proper child care. I feel like, you were a little bit of a Grinch, right?
Yeah, that's our last Christmas story about how I ruined the Christmas.
He holds that because I did say that, but
it was so rough. She told me that I ruined Christmas.
I know this is what we're looking forward to, but let me just kind of do a side note here. It's hard when you have a love for a holiday and you feel like you're trying to constantly encourage or try to motivate your partner through the holidays, right? And sometimes it was little things. I think going to our little holiday light showing, right? And sometimes I don't need you to be super happy, just like, for the children go through the motions of it all. And I felt like it was just so difficult for me to maintain my energetic spirit for the holidays because I was trying to keep things going despite you not wanting to do a lot of things. And I get it. It was stressful, maybe a little bit of seasonal depression going on with it too. So I don't hold it against them. It was just a really hard, I think, holiday time. But I think you're doing better this year, right? So yay for positivity. And so I am excited about this holiday of spending time with you and you being in good spirits. And I'm also excited, we've made videos about this, our house, right? I think that's a big Christmas gift to all of us.
Yeah.
I'm excited also that our design center process is coming to an end, right? We made a video about all the decisions and things we have to do with the design center.
I'll put a link to that up here too.
Yes. And I think this upcoming week, we're going to finalize everything.
Yes.
Right? Between this upcoming week and the following week before Christmas, we are going to finalize everything. And while I love looking at different finishes and floors and colors, sometimes you can get decision fatigue. And I think that's kind of where I'm at now. Love it all, but there's a certain point where you just want to be done making decisions, right? There's about 20,000 different wall colors and different types of flooring. The more you look, the more you're going to see something that you may like. So sometimes you just have to be done and make a decision and be happy with it. So I'm really looking forward to being done with our design center. And last, I'm happy to be taking some time off of work. The week of Christmas. I think Christmas this year is a Thursday. Is that right?
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's a Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. And so Tuesday of that week is going to be a half day for me. Then I'm off Christmas Eve the Wednesday, Christmas Day the Thursday, Friday after that. Following week, I go back to work on the Monday, but Wednesday, New Year's Eve, is a half day for me. And then I'm off New Year's Day, and then I'm off the following Friday. So the last 2 weeks are not full weeks of working, and we're not traveling. So I'm just looking forward to staying put and just having some downtime. I think closing off the year, kind of, renewing my spirit, getting my energy back. I'm really looking forward to that.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you around the house.
You sure about that? You say that now.
Absolutely.
Well, anyway, you guys tell us down below, what are you not looking forward to with the holidays? And what are you looking forward to? What are you excited about with the holidays?
And before we go, I want to tell you guys about 3 things. I know this has been a little disjointed, but I think it makes sense to us. So things that have helped me maintain my spirit this holiday season. Working at home. One is my desk cycle, which I've had for a while, but I broke back out this year. And this last month or so, it's actually been making me feel really good. I get up about an hour before the kids wake up to get a little alone time, and I get a kickstart of my work for the day, and I do my desk cycle. And that's actually been really helping contribute to my positive mood. Number 2, and I know you'll laugh at this probably, is my seasonal affective disorder light.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. I've got a light that, and I'll put links to this stuff down below just because it really helps me out. A light that's for seasonal affective disorder. It's like a full spectrum light that I turn on for about a half hour a day, and I don't know, it's really crazy. It makes me feel like I'm outside on a sunny day. I love it. So those 2 things, and then also, and hopefully I can live vicariously through you guys on this. I was in an Uber the other day, and my Uber driver was telling me about vacations or trips that he does with his kids, and he started talking about what they do when they're in Gatlinburg. And Gatlinburg is a place that Z and I went before we were married.
Our first trip together.
Yeah,
as a couple.
and we went in the wintertime. It was really cool. We stayed in a cabin up on the side of a mountain. Oh, we loved it. It was amazing. And we keep saying, okay, we're going to take the kids there. We're not quite ready to do it this year, but my Uber driver was telling me that every year he and his kids go to this place, Westgate Smoky Mountain Lodge, and I'll throw a link to that because if we go the next time we go on a trip, I want us to go there. It sounds really cool because it's kind of log cabin-y, but it's in the mountains, and it has an indoor water park. So your kids can do a water park when it's literally snowing outside, which just sounds so cool to me. So next trip, I want us to do that.
Okay. We'll take you guys along. On that note, you're supposed to say something.
I'm supposed to say something?
Yeah.
Okay, here
so
goes.
We're not like pros at this.
We're horrible, actually. Well, we're getting better. On that note, we're going to say goodbye to you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe below, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.